Hello learners, welcome to EduBridge. My name is Bernadette Macwan and I am a master trainer with EduBridge. We are in the year 2020. I would like to ask you a question. How many of us agree that in today's day and age, our phone is our best friend? The bitter truth is that we may not be giving so much importance to our family members or friends how much attention we give to our phones or our cell phones. You may have noticed how we all have got so used to the casual way of using our phones that we almost neglect the right use of a telephone. So friends, today I'm going to speak to you about what is telephone etiquette, situations where we can use them, and the do's and don'ts of telephone etiquette. And at the end, some bonus tips. So first, let's get familiar with the word etiquette. The word etiquette means mannerisms, how we conduct ourselves around people. It is a social behavior expected as per the norms of the society. So when combined with telephone, it is the way you use manners to represent yourself and your business to customers via telephone communication. This all means that you are the brand image or the brand ambassador for your company more than the promotional ads or banners and that the customers may have come across. Now, imagine you're calling a toll-free number and it's taking longer than expected for you to be connected to a representative. Don't you think that dialing a toll-free number and going through the IVR itself is an ordeal for the customer? Wouldn't it be nice if you would answer the phone in the first 2 rings, as it shows that you care for them? Your upright position at your desk with a smile on your face, thanking them for calling you on behalf of your company is only going to create the first and lasting impression for you and your company. Do you know the tone of your voice, your body language, the choice of words you use is all making an impression? Let us now discuss the various situations where telephone etiquette can be used. First, placing the caller on hold. Now there are a few steps that we need to keep in mind when placing the caller on hold. Do remember, do not put the caller on hold. Instead, we place the caller on hold. So let's look at the right method we need to follow to place a caller on hold. Let's look at the steps. The first, always ask for permission. The second, give the reason why you are placing them on hold. Third, provide an approximate duration. The fourth, thank the customer for staying online. And last but not the least, apologize for the inconvenience caused, as it may have taken longer than expected. Let's take an example for this. If a caller has reached the wrong department or the issue had to be handled by another department, let's see how we can use this method in this situation. For example, hello Mr. Sharma, may I please place your call on hold for 2 minutes? Yes, so that I can transfer you to the X department? Exactly, so that your issue is taken care of correctly. Thank you so much. Please stay online while I transfer you. Now, once you have spoken to the relevant department, then you return to the customer and say, thank you for your patience and I apologize for keeping you on hold for longer than expected. By you doing this, you are displaying professionalism and you're also making the customer feel at ease. The situation that we just discussed, we can call that procedural telephone etiquette. Now let's look at behavioral telephone etiquette. This is related to how you behave with your customer or others around you when you are speaking over the phone. Now, let's take the second situation. Giving the caller your undivided attention. Have you realized that when we are on the phone, we have a lot that goes on around us at a workplace? For instance, your manager signals you to meet him post your call. Now this situation can throw you off completely and can make you lose interest on your call. We need to be aware that such situations are bound to happen in a work environment. However, we need to give our 100% and undivided attention on that particular call because Every call is important to the business and every customer is a priority. Let's take another instance. There is an issue in your system and you need that to be addressed as soon as possible because you will not be able to work without that. So you are signaling your manager to get that fixed. And that can reflect in your tone when you are making those signs, and your body language can reflect that. Here, you're simultaneously trying to speak to your manager, not giving full attention to the customer at hand. Doing this is only going to make it difficult for you to capture the information provided by the customer. Thus, it will make them repeat the same information for documentation purposes. So, in this case, what can we do? It is advisable to keep the customer apprised of the situation you are dealing with by letting the customer know of the issue you are facing. By doing this, the customer will know that you are being honest and genuine with them. Now, it will buy you some time while you do this to fix your issue and also attend to the customer, giving your undivided attention. So, let's look at some do's and don'ts. So, the first do is smile. Smile when you speak to your customers because it will reflect in your personality. The first don't is, don't be distracted. It cannot be seen, but it surely can be heard in your voice and body language, and the customer can gauge that you are not paying attention 100%. The second do is, do speak clearly and slowly for the caller to understand, especially when giving them instructions or information about the procedures they need to follow. The second don't chew or eat while you're on call. For example, chewing a gum, as this can be considered highly unprofessional. The third do is address the caller with their name. Now, with prior permission, this will help you build rapport and connect well with the customer. The third don't is, don't interrupt the customer when they are speaking, as the customer is calling only to be heard. So wait for the customer to finish explaining their issue or complaint and speak when they pause or have finished explaining. Fourth do is, listen carefully to the customer and make notes. This will help you to understand the customer's objections and concerns. The fourth don't is, don't be prevaricate or mislead the customer, because if you are trying to do that, which means that you know everything, though it's not necessary that you know everything and you have all the answers. Instead, inform them that you will get back to them with the right information. The fifth do is, be respectful towards them. They may be angry and use swear words against you. However, you need to use the professional language at all times. The fifth don't is, don't sound robotic, because the whole point of reaching you is that they want to hear a human after having to go through an IVR. Just opening the call with a monotone and standard call opening can be monotonous for the customer. And to give you some bonus tips, here are a few sentences which we often come across but don't know how to use them. These will help you to get out of an awkward moment when you're unable to handle a situation. For example, I don't handle this. Say, sure, I can help you find the right department. Instead of saying, just a sec, say, give me a moment please while I check this for you. Instead of saying, hold on or hang on, say, may I please place your call on hold for a minute? And instead of saying, I can't hear you, say, I'm having a little difficulty hearing you. If you don't mind, can you please speak a little louder? Now, let us summarize what we have learned today. The first was, what is telephone etiquette? Second, the situations where we can use them, and the do's and don'ts. Now, to see more of such videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website www.edubridgeindia.com for more information. And if you like this video, do not forget to like and share. Thank you for watching.